There we go. Da, 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 da. Alright. Huh? Ah, yeah, not like war. It's different. Totally different for the moment because it's only the using with the mouse to moving. See? Camera. Yeah, I got. I need Aura Blade for my power. Aura Blade is the using of the magic to give more power to your sword or weapon. Oh, careful. Not double click because a turn. Oh. What was that? Golden. Let's see. Oh, it's just in my head. That's funny. You follow my movement. That's cute. I love this. Ah, another one. What's going on? Here, master. Normally this one are more dangerous because they're level 90. So, not the same. Oh, okay, it's max power, I see. Got it. Da 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 da. So, for the principle I explained earlier, it's this attack speed. So, when you have 183, you can touch the target 2 hits by second. If you reach 193, you can touch the target 20 times per second. Because the frame rate in Ragnarok 9 is different to other MMORPGs. And some hit can't be seen normally, but you see the hit on by the attack. There's a damage but no animation. So that's why it's really interesting. What's this? Daily reward. Thank you. Nothing else. Oh. What's it? Ornament? Gerard? Never mind. Every time he do this to me, give him present or whatsoever, but no, I'm not big fan to that. Okay, I accept. Did we make a change on it? Yes, there's change on it. Now it's 1% and not 1 just plus 1. That's interesting. Very interesting. Let's see the change. Two point for the attack, okay. 1 point for magic attack. The hit +1. The flee +1 and def +2. And defense reduced because it's not upgraded. Thanks for the present, Gerard. So say actual damage is 480 because I don't use any spell to pass through the defense. If I use Aura Blade, I have a part of my magic attack with implement inside my sword. So I give more power on it. Oh, I won? Amazing! Jeez. I literally destroy it. Nice. Some PvP. Oh, my bad. So it's really important when you choose a character in the Ragnarok Online how to use it. There's a lot of tutorial inside the game to help. Not YouTube or whatever bullshit. We don't care about this. True players in Ragnarok Online, no need YouTube tutorial. Only the battlefield help. Yeah, that's the difference for using Overblade. Because if you have something who's resistant to physical elements, like the neutral, for example, I'll show you. Come here. See? 400. If I use Aura Blade, 1000. Because I implement a part of my magic attack inside it. So it's really, really effective to use this. Win again? Ooh. Silver 2. Nice. And sometimes there's bot, but not afraid. Don't worry for this. For the system inside Ragnarok Online, it means depend your level when you attack monster. You have more chance to loot. So this makes it very important about this. If you're using a bot who just at the level to the monster, they will not get anything. That's why bots are so useless. Oh, another thing. My bonuses are here. It's a bit smaller, but they're here. And this game have 20 years, yes. More older than WoW. And still full active. Because there's update, there's new content, new classes have been implemented 1 week ago, the Doram, and the new era also. It's a Korean content, so the time to translate it, implement it, change the source code It could take 1 or 2 years maximum, but it's normal. Because European code and Korean code is completely different, so you need to rebuild it completely. What's this? There's a lot of events. Bosses are very strong. Don't try to fuck a boss or you get really crushed. I can tell you seriously. The boss in war nothing compared to them. Especially certain barriers rank grace. This one is terrifying. For instances, it could be 6 to 12 player max. You can't have more. So it's pretty difficult. Don't got the time. Oops. And yeah, the critical are specialized with that red squad. That red spark. It's very old, so it's come from very old manga, if you prefer. If you have an example for this, the first Batman series have the same sign when you make a punch or whatever. The same thing. So I think they take this from this series. I can't believe it bite this for me. My. Oh, another win? Get a lot of money, that's cool. And about the item, you can loot them on bosses, on enemies, but it's super rare. It's not like the raid, you do a raid, you can have item behind. No, definitely not. The upgrade is strictly completely different compared to WoW, because if you go to, for example, an item level 4 to +5, you have a chance to break it. Yeah, this game is fucking difficult for the upgrade. Whatever the item, even my Violet Fear. Nah, not this one. Yeah. If I try to reach +5, I have a chance to break it. And this thing, I don't want to break it. Definitely not. In the past, there was an item called HD Elenium, HD Iridican. This thing gives the chance to upgrade the item without breaking it, but they have removed it because in ancient server, the Europe one, a lot of people bought it to make money on it because it was an icon bound. Now there are some who are icon bound, but they are really dangerous to use because you can break your item. It increases the chance to pass the success on the item, but you can break it too. That's why Ragnarok 9 is really difficult for the upgrade. You have to think twice before doing an upgrade, I can tell you clearly. Or if you have a double to the item, okay, you can try the chance. But this is so risky. That's why I love this game so much. So many challenges on it. As for the selling, you can have merchant who use the function of selling, and you can sell your product with this merchant. There's no other way normally, but you can have what we call what's the name of this thing already? Merchant authorization or something like this. I don't remember clearly the name, but this thing gives you the access to sell your item. And of course, don't stay for long. You have 3 days for selling your item, and then it's gone. So it's completely different to World of Warcraft. For example, these 2 items cost about 40 million. I done this money by looting, because it's 20 years I play this game, so looting things is not a problem for me. And the best way for this is looting cards, rare card, very rare, like the skeleton card. Archer skeleton card can be sell about 60 million to 20 million. Because it's super rare and really effective for the long range. So really important to have a look in Merchant to see which card could be really interesting to loot. But you have a chance to 10,000 to get 1 card. And 10,000 is 10,000 enemy. Damn, it's so good to have a BFO network. No more laggy. That's a pleasure. So yeah, even the card are super rare to get. I won! Oh shit. Nice. That's a premiere. Again, the silver one. I'm good. So this is the basics of Ragnarok 9. The loot is super rare. Can have chance to enchant it, but you need special component for this. They are normally in the shop. Yes. Or you can have it by farming hours and hours and hours, even days completely, to have it. Because it's very, very rare. It's a free to play, but a part of it is pay to win. But the pay to win have been literally reduced to practically nothing now. Compared to the old server was in Chaos, this one is really clear. Because the old one, holy shit, was a mess. Oh? Oh, that's nice. This one is holding by a Russian company. Don't play with this. They're awesome. They work for practically 2 years on the game. Awesome work, super IDs. They control literally the economy of the server. It was really awesome. And they do whatever they can to fix problem, banning bots or whatever, getting new update faster. It's amazing how they work so hard. I'm really impressed. In the past, normally we have to wait about 2 years to get new content. And with Innova or Innova, you are just to wait about 6 months to 4 or 5 updates, I don't know, at the same time. These guys are really, really awesome. I already got to talk with them because I'm a very, very old player. I could say very famous too. And because I'm a part of Gravity too. And they're super well, they listen everything about every hint, advice. And that's cool. That's very cool. I hope this server will be surviving for years and years. Because it deserves it, literally. To be honest, the content we got in almost 2 years in this one, for Throw or Chaos if you prefer, we got exactly the same in 7 years. To tell you the difference behind. This team is very, very effective. And I can't wait to see more and more content coming from the hand. And as you can see, there's practically no lag, no latency or whatsoever, because servers are in Europe. No restriction for address. I mean, you can use every time you are internet without using a VPN. Because for Europe, for example, international Ragnarok Online, you can't access to it with some address. For example, Canada can't, the Europe can't, and even some country like in America. No, America, I can say. China. It's fully controlled, so it's a decision they took about 6 years ago, if I'm correct. War Portal would do the decision to block access for European play. What the shit? To block access, sorry, a lot of people. Oh my. Gonna survive? Gonna survive? There's a lot, there's a lot. As you can see, there's a lot of monsters in the game. So you don't have the time to take a rest. Ooh. Close one. And the eating is by potions. So yeah, War Portal block the access for a lot of country. And Kero, so Gravity Korea was okay for this. And for the Japan is always is also the same thing. And Korea exactly the same. So this server is accessible to European player, a part of America, because Canada, and even Philippines. And the latency inside the game is totally null. There's no latency. I don't know for the Filipino players, but it seems it's pretty good for them. The ping is not so higher. I won! Oh, that's my first one. Nice. Impressive. Yay. First civil one. Very good. Anyway, if you want to try it, it's free to play. You don't have anything to pay. Practically nothing. If you want to have access to some services, you can. But you can do the full game completely without spending any money. And that is really interesting now. Because in the past, when the game came out, you had to pay a subscription like WoW. Yes, exactly. But in 2007, Gravity changed the dawn and said, we're gonna remove the subscribe, but we're gonna put the services, the premium services, mean reducing the amount of death by from 5% by 1%, the loss of your experience. Because if you die here, it's 4% of your experience who literally vanished. And if you are in premium, for example, you lost 1%. That's not huge. So yeah, if you die, you lost your experience. That's why the game is super hard for new players. I'm gonna win? Ready? Oh my god! I'm literally crushing enemies now. My team is so good for the PvP. Oh my. Look. I crushed the guy. Bye-bye. Damn, this is awesome. Oh. So if you borrow even new MMORPGs, you can go back to the old one, and this one is very, very good. There's always people to play with you, always people to do groups or whatever. There's no need to search in case. There's always someone will give you a hand to some expert, some drop or whatsoever. Even the forum is used for this. And you don't need to pay people to do something at your place. If you know what I mean, or WoW, for example, the carry, yeah, carry doesn't exist in WoW. Ragnarok, oh my gosh. But in WoW, yes. Yeah, I'm silver 3, that's awesome. Nice progress, very nice progress. This game is my favorite one of all time. For art, my girlfriend, it's WoW, definitely, because it's the first game I played. She played, sorry. And for me, it's Ragnarok. Not the first one I played, because my first one was EverQuest. But I got a chance by the father of my sister, yeah, long story. I can explain more. To have access to the beta and before the alpha of Ragnarok in Korea. It was a fucking mess because my network was so poor. And the latency was so freaking huge compared to the people who were in Korea. My ping was so huge. I got so many difficulty to play it, and then it came to America. And after this, I came to Iroh. I started to play to Iroh for a long time and be banished because of mob training. The mob training normally is strictly forbidden, but in this server you can do it. But you need to be careful to where you lead your mob train. Mob train, to speaking correctly, is taking monster with you. You train them. It could be 10 monster, 20 monster, 50 monster. Yeah, it's happening. Sometimes you can have about 50 or even 80 monster behind your back. Because some places have lot of monster inside. Like Jupiter's, for example. And by any mistake, if you die and you train someone with you, innocent player whatsoever, you can be banished. normally. But in this server, you don't get any banish. You get a warning because you have done something not so good, but that's all. I lost a boss card because of this mistake in Iroh. And after my banish mount and get my ass to Arrow. I was playing in private server because, you know, it was still subscribe. You have to pay to access, and then in 2007 they removed it, and I came to Arrow, starting my character, and I played for so long on it. When the server closed, I was 150. The max level actual for Ragnarok Online is 175. And it asks a lot of experience for level up. You can even imagine how many millions you need for this. For example, level 100 to 101, you need 3 million. So I'll let you make the calc. And you make the calculation, you're gonna love it. It's really difficult to level up, and if you die, I can tell you it hurts so bad. This is the worst system for the experience, but I can tell you, if you survive to all of this during 3 years or 4 years, you're a beast in MMO. You saw in war, I practically never died at the beginning because I know how to survive in this type of environment. Because I'm a Ragnarok player initially. That's why. Surviving is my hobby. Too bad I can get a card to show how it works. Did I got it? Flying. Something happened with it? Nah, nothing. Let's see. Oh, okay. Give magic attack. Okay. Just for 1 minute. I should keep them. Nah, I don't have any SP. Or mana if you prefer. The mana is pretty difficult to get in this game because it comes slowly. Not the same way like in WoW, you know? You just put your ass, you wait the mana come, and done. Not different, not the same thing. Because your mana is rest depend your actual intelligence. Every 1 point of intel you get 1 more mana, and then again and again, if you got the point there. For some classes, like the mage one, they get more mana because it's their role to be magic, a magic class. So they want about 100 to any point. Normally I can have about 2000 point of mana for my character as a Rune Knight. A Warlock or Sorcerer can have about the maximum I saw was 22,000 point of mana, and some spell use about 100 mana to launch them. Some classes can give the mana to other players and retrieve it by sacrifice a part of their life. The game is really well made in the skill system. You're not gonna annoy yourself to understand everything, because it's really simple. No need to do special build or whatsoever to be good. Just play normally. The difference for your damage whatsoever will be enchant on your armor, enchant on your weapon, upgrade on your weapons, because it's very important. For some item you need a special grade, +7, +9, to get access to bonuses. It's very, very important. The upgrade in Ragnarok 9 helps so much to get access to new power, but really risky. As I explained earlier, if you try to upgrade to +5, 6, 7, the chances are very low. For example, +8 to reach +9, it's 0.5% of chance to reach it. Yeah, not even 1%. And that fucking hurt. And if you miss, dead. No more item. But fortunately there's tickets called forge tickets. You use them and the item go directly to the level. But you need to reach a certain type of level, like +7, to use the ticket. You can't use it before. In the old system, in Chaos, by using a forge ticket, you can use it from 5, 6, 7, 8 and plus. The maximum for the upgrade is +20. But to get a +20, good luck. I saw only one weapon in my life in +20. I can tell you the guy spent a lot of money on it. Because as I explained, this thing was sold for money. In the old server was. And that guy spent about 2,000 euros to get his +1. Because the item wasn't destroyed, but from +10 to +20, the chances are very, very, very low. And if you miss, it go back to one level back. So for example, if my weapon is +10, I go to +11, and I retry to go to +12, it go back to +11. So +10, sorry. Because it don't stay. There's a security they put in the game. It's 7 years ago. When you reach the +10, it's blocked. Whatever you will do with HD Railgun or HD Helium, the item don't decrease. The level don't decrease, so you blocked to +10. But there's still a chance to break it. There's no immunity for item in this server. See, just one bot. They do their job. I can tell you about 6 months ago, if I'm correct. About 6 months ago, yeah. There was a lot of bots on this server, but now there's just one. And when I say a lot, about 10. 10 running away to get cards or whatever. But now there's just one. Me and they'll do the job. These guys are very serious for their job, so that's cool. The server is always clean, no swearing, no racism, or whatsoever. It's completely clean. No trolling, because it doesn't exist in Ragnarok Online. And full respect. That's why I love so much this game. The community is so clean. Compared to WoW community, was just really toxic. Ah, and they also put this thing. This little thing block literally your looting. See, I can't. If I unlock it, okay. Normally, when you unlock it, it's drop. Let me see, like this. There. So if I block it, and try to launch. Let me block. Thank you. I can't. Ooh. Because in the past, sometimes you get a lot of item on you by using grid or whatsoever, and you want to remove them fasterly. And it's happened to me. I've got a super rare item on me, and I throw. Then I was too tired. I didn't see I threw my item, and a guy catch it. Fortunately, he gave me back, and it was super nice. I gave him something behind, but Gravity took the decision to block the launch item, and this is the best great idea they've done. Because, you know, when you're tired, you don't know what to do. And, well, sometimes it's happening. Unfortunately, now there's no... Fortunately, now it's not a problem anymore because we have this little thing, the lock. The lock system is very cool. I can tell you clearly. But it didn't stop you to sell an item very rare to the sellers. So be careful of this. For example, my sword, you're gonna buy 10 zenny. Zennies is the money you use in the game. So just 10 zenny. And I spent about a good fortune. It was a gift from someone I know, but I have to pay, of course. Because, you know, business is business. Was the first one of the server, so yeah, you need to pay a price for this. But fortunately, it was not so priceful, so I was lucky, very lucky. Because normally this thing costs so much. It's from an instance. You need 2 swords, fusion them, and make this sword. And this sword comes to a most powerful boss in the game. Yeah, counter attack. So you got the principle for Ragnarok Online. You saw how it works. About the spell, it's completely different to WoW, like this. To activate some spell, you need to prerequisites. For this one, you need to activate this one plus 10 to end the quicken, this one counter attack plus 5, and you got the access to this one. You can't use the bowling bash without the 2v1. It's very important because you don't have a lot of points in jobs. Your job level, every job level, sorry, you got 1 point. This point is used to activate 1 point skill. If you made a mistake, you can change it, but it's really important because you have to do sacrifice to activate some. You can't have every skill activated. Impossible. Literally impossible. So you need to think which the one is the better for you. There's a part of strategy too and tactics. Because some enemy can be more weak to some spell or more stronger to other spells. Depend on the nature of the spell. So you need to think, to test and see which one is better. For WoW it's just spamming, spamming, spamming. Even for the Fury mod is spamming. I don't see any different or whatsoever. But this one have a tactical way. I'll give you an example. Just need to find it. There you go. Normally it's a skill you use for Professor or whatsoever. Mage class. There. So, there. So as you can see, the 0 is immunity. Man, if you use undead at him, he don't take any damage. If you use the Holy, he take 150% of damage plus. Water and Earth is normal, just 100. Fire 125, and Shadow is the max damage for him. So by this, you have a type of combination to take in your head, because every monster have weakness and strength, and some bosses have every element blocked. I mean, only one element can be used. It's very important to know this. You have HP, the defense, magic defense, so you can see there's less magic defense instead of the defense. So for this one you can use magic on it. It's way better. You have his level and his size. The size is used for some card. Some card give you a power to make more damages to the family of the monster. Based on whatsoever, the size, medium, heavy or small. And thanks to this you can make very good damage on it. It's very important. If there's even card who give you more power to break defense to the boss or give him 10% more damage to the bosses. It's really important to know everything about this, because this game is really complete in strategy. If you know every weakness of bosses, every weakness of monster, you're practically invincible. But there's a lot of depth behind. It's really important to know. There's also an item who give you resistance to type of monster, type of element. So you need to have a panel of a lot of items to protect yourself during fights. For the ghost enemies in BioLab, for example, it's demi-human. So you need to put a new demi-human elements. Or having a resistance to neutral element, because they use element. It's really, 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 how can I say? Construct to make the game really interesting, because it's not just bashing like you have in WoW. You don't need to care about resistance, you don't need to care about element whatsoever. Don't care about this anymore. But in Ragnarok it's different. If you want to make a lot of TPS, a lot of damage, and with elements too, you need to take care of these factors. In fact, it's really important, because these things can give you a beautiful victory or a stupid death. And you know now the death is punishing. A true punishment, I can tell you. In high level, if you lost 5%, you cry. Literally. And to reach this percent, you're gonna super cry. Because this is so long. But this is the part of the game who give him this interest. That's why I love him so much. There's a lot of challenge, it's super hardcore game. Yeah, Korean game are super hardcore game most of the time. And they are so long to finish. A lot of quests, more than one, I can tell you clearly. A lot of skills, a lot of class. You can also rebirth to give your class another type of level. My class is a rebirth. I was a knight. Just make a rebirth. Mean you go to 99, 50 for job. Do the rebirth, and then after doing Ice Swordman for me, you do the test at level job 50 and you become Lord Knight. Normally you have just this panel at the beginning. Then you unlock this one with some spell missing. Those spells doesn't appear. And then you're gonna have a third one for the free classes. And the third class is so powerful. Can't even imagine. Some people with their class can make about more than 1 million damage for one hit. But you need a lot of items behind to do this, I can tell you. A normal class with just stupid items don't have a stand chance for this. It's super rare to do this, I can tell you clearly. So if you want to know more about this, you go to Ironova, you can go to Gravity, and you have all the details on it. You can see classes, how they work, the rebirth, the second job, third job, what to do, what to use as a spell. It's very important, even for the statistics. Because, for example, for the long range type, you don't need to use strength, it's stupid, it doesn't work. You need to use dexterity, and dexterity we're gonna give you more damages when you use a bow. It's very important to know this, because a lot of players who start to play an archer have been fucked because they thought, yeah, if I use strength I'm gonna be more powerful. Nope, dexterity. Unfortunately, the NPC to reset your stat and put it properly, of course. In the past, no, it wasn't the case. Or it cost so much. But not anymore. It's pretty nice from Gravity to put this. There's also a world boss in the game. You can't spot them easily. No more. And the one who do the max damage on it get all the loot. Mean, if you do about 200,000 damage to the boss and someone come there back and do 3,000 damage and finish the boss, you get all the loot and you can't keep it. Impossible. Or you have to wait a certain amount of time to get back the loot. It's the low, the most stronger, to be exact. That's why it's so interesting and so exciting. Because if you want to stand a chance against bosses, you need to stand a chance against the player behind. And genetics and Shura are the most powerful for this. Or Rune Knight if you know how to use it. I can tell you, I have break so many bosses in front of Shura and in front of genetics. There was a grin of rage. I tell you, I was one of the best European player as a Rune Knight. So, yeah. Wasn't a problem for me. And the weapon I use actually was the weapon I used in the past to break this boss. Violator was my power. My lovely weapon. I'm so happy to retrieve it, because this is the most powerful weapon in the game. If you know how to use it, of course, with special card on it. If not, she's useless. Ah, I love this music. So relaxing. A lot of people at the beginning of Ragnarok thought this game was Chinese, but nope, it was Korean. There was a great polemic on it, because at the time WoW came out, and there wasn't so friend with the people who have created Ragnarok Online. A great battle started, and finally it's Ragnarok who lives still living, compared to WoW, who is literally about to die. The population in servers in Ragnarok in all countries is massive, even more than every server located for WoW. I can tell you there's so much people who are still playing Ragnarok even after 20 years. Because the game is so fun, graphics are cool, you don't need to take your head for the configuration of your PC. No need a super strong one, just a normal with a good RAM, and it's perfect. The controls are a bit difficult at the beginning because you use your map for the moving. You can see every time when I move my map as a little square, it's where your character go. It's a 3D, so it works like this. But that's not a problem. When you got the point, it's easy. So many souvenirs came in my head. 20 years now. That's a lot of years. I'm so happy the game is still active. There's still a lot of people who discover it and love it. That's so cool. I spent a long part of my life inside this game, and I'm still doing it. Of course, there will be behind, but you know, it's different. WoW don't have the same challenge or the same excitation I have in Ragnarok Online. It's completely different. A bit bored by playing WoW, but if I play right now, I can play for hours and hours without stopping, or even no rage. Because this game is so awesome. Ah, yeah, kill steal is forbidden. I mean, if someone touches a monster, don't kill it. Because you can be punished for this. For the bosses, it's not prohibited. You can do it. But normal monster, no, you don't have the right. Which time is? I don't have time earlier. 4 AM? Okay. Any danger? to don't take damage when I move. Injure help you to take damages and moving at the same time. You're not blocked to the position. And give you an extra bonus to defense in the magic defense. Yeah, I'm a bit tired. It's really helpful when you do mob train because you take damage, but you can still move in. If you don't move, you're dead. And if you die, you lost experience. See? I take damage, but I can move. That's Endure. And Bezel card will give you Endure infinitely. It's the Edgar card. Edgar card give you these possibilities. Some MVP card, or boss card if you prefer, give abilities who can be fucking awesome. Not like a red stuff in WoW. Card are supremacy in the game. Even a small one can be so useful. I finished to clean this, I'll show you what cards are. Alright. No window. There. So, generic cards are like this. A small thing like this. And this card gives you talent. Some of them are specific to classes, to your rank, your job, and some class can use special card to give a full bonus set. It's pretty nice, but pretty difficult to have, because remember what I said, 0.01% of chance to win. So for example, this one, by doing each damage, physical damage, I can have a chance to plus 100 critic for 5 seconds. And this is awesome because the critical pass through every defense. Even an enemy with full agility, you can touch it without any attack. By this, doing full attack with a full critical, you're gonna break his defense. Definitely. For 5 seconds, you can touch it without any problem. Because a lot of us use agility up if you prefer. And this thing is so annoying as hell. Because if you don't touch the boss, it's gonna fuck you. Literally, it's gonna fuck you. See? Increase agility. This thing. There's another spell which is more powerful. When the boss launches on it, you have low chance to touch him. If you have a lot of it, you can touch the target. For example, if you have about 400 hit, sorry, or 450 hit, you have a very good chance to touch bosses, even the big one. But for this, you need to use dexterity, because it's very important. You can also use luck, because the luck touch every stats. Every opponent give different stats. STR give you a part of intel, and give you attack, ematica, defense, critical, and also flee. The flee is literally the way to evade the attack on you. Even by using AoE, you can be touched if you have more than 100 for the P-dodge, the perfect dodging. The perfect dodging is the way to literally avoid any attack. But since an update, you can be touched even by a small enemy like the Pouring. The Pouring is just the basic enemy in the game and give you damage. By reducing the fact of literally evade all the damage with the P-dodge by 100 because of the PvP. A lot of people use 100 P-dodge to literally humiliate the enemy and crush them. This technique was used for a lot of guilds to get Imperium. If you break an Imperium inside a castle, you get the castle, and all the people who are inside, not from your guild, are evacuated. The goal is to break the Imperium and get the castle, protect it until it's finished. Yeah, and the PvP is very, very dangerous. It's not like, well, you have someone to healing you whatsoever. Nah, it's completely different. It's eye for eye, and you have to be very, very good and know some stuff on you. Because some people can farm you. Yeah. May take pleasure to farm new player, for example, who just want to try the PvP. It's the jungle, the PvP. Literally the jungle. So you need to be careful when you go doing PvP, because a lot of people are very, very sadistic. For the moment I don't go to PvP because I don't have the item for, and I'm not very prepared for the moment. I need to be Runite with a high level, good job skill unlocked. Finishing some quests, unlock some special item because they are very powerful and secret. And getting some cards too. And also the damage is really effective to PvP players is demi-human. The poison is also terribly effective on demi-human. It makes so many damage. If you have the ability to poison target and this one become poisoned by the element, you destroy it. And that's the most interesting part in PvP. There's a lot of class who can poison people and use the poison as a super weapon. Guillotine Cross, for example, they use the poison as a weapon. And some poison called EDP, Ancient Deadly Poison, destroy your defense, destroy your life in just a matter of seconds. For example, someone who use a Guillotine Cross with, I can say, Bloody Roar plus 9, gonna do about 70% damage more to the humans, about 7,000 damage a hit. But with ADP, Ancient Deadly Poison, it goes to 40,000 damage per hit. See the difference? It's fucking awesome. But of course you can block some damage like this by having on you, for example, Ghost Ring card, because it's a neutral element user with the weapon, and the poison don't have a ready element. You can use on armor also Angelic card, will give you the Holy power, so Holy is really effective to block the poison. You can be poisoned with the Angelic card. If you have an early element on you, you can be poisoned because it's secret. And this is very, very, very powerful. You can also using Undead card, will give you immunity to poison. But if someone using a heal spell or even try to resurrect you, for people who have played Final Fantasy VII, there's a boss, you're using some item on the boss, you instant kill him. This is exactly what's happening in the game. If someone tries to revive you or giving you a full healing, instant kill. Because of this card. It's horrible, I can tell you. But it's so funny also to have it, you know. There's a lot of things like this in Ragnarok Online, it's like so many fun. some card who can invoke monsters, random monsters, so you can have, you know, typically borrowings, or you can have very powerful monster coming from nowhere. So you have to be very careful if you have this card on you, because you don't know what can come in. That's why this game is so fun. There's so many possibilities to have fun on it. And every monster is categorized. No, not this one. What's the command? Let me think. No, I don't remember. So long I didn't use it. Not this one. Oh, what was the map already? Ah, there. Find it. So this is the map of Ragnarok Online plus Island. There's also other place to go, like this. Dimension. It's freaking huge, I can tell you clearly. There's also the crack. I already know all of this. I've done it in the past. Mega Nova would not completely unlock for the moment because it's another part of the expansion. And Mogul Classic. And to get access to every information for monsters, tabulation. This is the basic level of monster in the map. You have every monster who are cataloged inside with the level. To gain a good experience of level, you have to be about I think now it's 10 level below the actual level of the monster to get the max experience. But this is very dangerous because it do more damage on you. And if you have more level than the monster itself, you gain less experience, but you do more damage on him. This is a really interesting system they put in place. Basic Encyclopedia wasn't existing 7 years ago. But this is very nice for them. You have the name of instance in places. We have, of course, bosses. Level 146. As you can see, this is a powerful one. So his family is large, so if you want to make more damage on him, you use on your weapon large damage. Something will boost the large damage. So it's pretty nice. And a lot of monsters are so dangerous and powerful. Because as I said, the frame rate is different compared to Ragnarok, compared to WoW. Because sometimes the monster can be so fast in attack, you don't even know what's happened. And this is the most dangerous thing in Ragnarok Online. The monster can be so fast, you don't have the time to react to heal yourself or whatsoever. It can be instant kill. Just like this. And you don't have any warning or whatsoever on the spell. It's instant. So you need to know every monster, every skill, the way to protect yourself and make very high damage on them before you die. It's very strategic, very tactical, and this game is so awesome. There's so many possibilities of fighting. Every build, there's a lot of build to do for each classes, and you can do combo with other classes. Because you have, how can I say, some classes in the Soul Linker give you access to other power in your main classes, and that's very cool. So as you see, there's every level for each places. You start to this, and you finish normally to this, or more higher, depend. But you have to be careful, because some places, for example, give you, for this one, 60 to 70, but there's also monsters who are more powerful. So you need to be very careful, because they give you just the basic level of the monster with the most in the place. Not the most powerful one, not the most low one. You have to be very, very careful of this. It's freaking dangerous. Like you say, for example, you have this for level 86, this 92 is the main, 91. There's a lot of them. So you need to take in count every type of monster on the place, every level behind. Because if you want to do a max level of experience, you need to take this parameter. It's very, very important for this. And you need to calculate how many times you take 1% for type of monsters. Sometimes it's more interesting to take a monster below your level, but you can kill more fastly. It's not like, whoa, you just kill a monster, you get an amount of X or whatsoever. It's completely different in Ragnarok 9, and you need to calculate every type of monster like this. Even the DPS you do on them, the time you get to kill them, and the number of monsters you can kill at the same time. This is the most important one. Because you gain time, and you gain more access for experience. But you put your life more in danger because there's more and more enemies. And the more and more enemies you are around you, the less you have escape. Because your flee is degrading. If you have more than 6 enemies on you, you can be hit every time. If you have just 1 enemy on you and you have a good agility, you can practically not be touched. This is the most dangerous rules in Ragnarok 9. The more you have enemy on you, the more you can be touched and killed. And of course, when you launch spell, if enemy touch you, the spell is blocked instantly. There's of course cards who can give you access to a launch of spell without being interrupted, but it's more longer. The cast time is more heavy because it's a rule. You can reduce the cast time by using decks, and some cards were really powerful like Catry Kenron. Catry Kenron is the most amazing card we have in the game for reducing the cast time. For a spell, you have about 10 seconds to activate it with the Catry Kenron card and the specific item behind. You can instant cast it. It's fucking amazing. Even the most powerful spell would take a lot of time to summon, like 20 seconds. Instant. That's why Ragnarok 9 is so awesome for the spell using compared to WoW. And there's also a reducing of precast, the time between one spell to another round spells. You can reduce it too, with some card of some items. So that's why it's really important to choose the good item, make the good upgrade, have the good stats, and like this you can be so fucking awesome. Even if you don't have a good DPS, if you're faster, you can do a great DPS. Because the time of cast is very important. Alrighty. There we go. So you see, there's a lot of parameters inside Ragnarok Online will give you a lot of things to do. A lot of calculation to do, a lot of things to do about weakness, about the strength, etc, etc. There's lot of parameters to take in count. And the more you go in dangerous area, the more you have to calculate this. Because in this area, you can have about 20 to 100 monsters. At the same time, yes. So don't take a portable computer for this. Or you're not gonna have the time to say, oh, insert kill. Some places like be crawling literally of monsters. And if you don't have a good defense and good evasion, you're dead. And of course, you lose experience. Of course, there's the security. If you reach the max level for your character, or for job level, mean level 60, 70 for mine, because I have to go to 70 to go for the third class, it's blocked. You don't lose anything, but you can win more behind. And when you have passed your level at the first class, all the experience you have accumulated is used for these levels. So you can go to level 100, 101, 3, 3, you can go even more. Depend how many times you have X behind. For that moment, as I say, the maximum level is 170. So 75, sorry. So you have a lot of time before reaching this one. It's not like in WoW you reach level 60 in just 4 weeks. Yeah, this is the time I took to pass level 60 in WoW. Just for a week by doing quest. Not using boosting or whatsoever, just doing quest, killing some monsters, and I reached level 60. Well, it wasn't so for me because I'm a Ragnarok Online player, so level up is not a problem for me. And you'll see for Dragonfly it would be the same way. I'm gonna reach level 70 quickly, so yeah. So there you go, you got all the details for Ragnarok Online. There's about 20 classes, if I'm correct. There's diversions of classes. You can use, for example, using a thief, who can become a rogue, or can become another classes. There's 2 ways. For the Swanman, is the same way. You can become Crusader or a Knight, and then there's another way behind. It's very interesting because some classes can have 3 possibilities of change. And that's why I love so much the idea. The job chain level is so nice. We have a test to do to pass the class. And some tests can be so freaking sadistic. Because some tests you have to survive to a floppy of monster. My test as a knight was a fucking nightmare because I don't have any life for this. And I have to buy a lot of potion to survive. My wallet was literally to 0 at the end. But of course I know how to get money, so no problem for this. And the worst test for the third class, for example, is Warlock. You have to survive in a room full of monsters. And when I say full of monsters, this monster have 20 level more than your level. And you have to survive to this. I've done the test about 6 times before reach it. It's fucking stressful, fucking nightmarish. This is the worst third class job I've done in my life. A true nightmare. I can tell you my heartbeat was so high when I finished it. Because it was 20 seconds remaining before the test end. And I have to do so many damage to Crystal to break it and fix the room. Third class job are so sadistic to pass. But when you have reached it, when you have completed the test, you're so proud of you. And that's the best thing I have done in Ragnarok Online. I have done 13 tests as a third class. Real nightmare. Very nightmare. But Warlock was the worst ever. Even Red Knight is nothing compared to Warlock. But depend to your skills. If you have used the good skills, if you have the good skills, it will help you very much. For example, Ice Wall is the best skill to beat this test. Because you put an ice wall, enemy is blocked, can't see you, so you can use the spell the test give you to make damage to them. But for this, you need to test it before. And tutorial don't give you this. That's where Ragnarok is very interesting, because you use your own brain to go forward. You don't need to use tutorial or whatsoever bullshit on YouTube. It's your own way. You can do different builds, you can do whatever you want. Different using of weapon also. Whatever the way you play, you have fun on it. But of course, if you go to powerful monster, you can be punished for this. And the most rewarding reward is a card, of course. Or some item can be very priceful. But for this you need to kill very powerful monster. And at low level, don't test it. You don't stand a chance. Oh, there's a lot of them. There's also something in the game called position bug. It means if you have a bad network, you're gonna take it and your character blocks literally on a place. But you continue to take damage, even if you're not close to the monster itself. For this, you need to move a little bit and your character take the position back. This bug was used so many times in War of Imperium, Guild War, to lure the people. And now, because internet is very good, hello, don't thanks me, or my comrade, there's not this problem anymore, because you just have to move a little bit up, back to position. But at the past time, it was a true nightmare for people who try to kill someone who was in posi bug, because you don't know the position where your character is, or an enemy. It's true nightmarish, because you can see your character here, but easier. That's the position bug. Fortunately, it's been fixed. Now there's no problem with this, and can be used in a War of Imperium. So that's pretty nice. Thank you. The fly will give you the way to teleport yourself to a random place. If I can, thank you. See? Teleport myself. Yeah. And the butterfly wing send you to the place you have saved. No need to use Earthstone or whatsoever shit. Just using a butterfly and you go to your place instantly. There's no countdown whatsoever after using. That's freaking cool. But you need to have it. So I tell you, Ragnarok is really well made, really calculated. to be amazing, to be so fun and challenging, because it's a very, very hardcore game. But I can tell you, after some years, if you reach a certain level, you go to a certain place, you're gonna literally love it. It's 20 years I played this game, never got a disgust on it. Never. Even by losing a million of HP, by losing my character because the server was closed. I continue to play because I want to continue. I love this game, so I continue to play. Well, it's totally different because, for example, Mythic Dungeon is a fucking pain in the ass. You have to constantly farming the same dungeon for getting loot, or getting, most of the time, anima. What a pain. Waiting for a week, a complete week, to get a reward behind, or to get access to more free points to counterblaze. Because, as you saw, I was in 6,000 almost to the maximum point required, and I can't do anything because I just need 200 points to block it. If I try to go more further, I gain nothing. There's no such a thing right now online. You can upgrade your item to +20. It's risky, yes, but you can do it without any problem. You just need the component for this and the money behind. How many time I play? 1 hour 30? Yeah. And you don't see the time pass also, because you're too focused. It's impossible to lead again, just a second, take a coffee. If you're in a place where monsters are so aggressive, you don't stand a chance for this. Even the small monster with a certain time can literally kill you. That's why it's so amazing. It's a war with constant danger, but so much fun, so much secrets, so more weapon, so much ideas, so much build, so much class, and so much fun on it. The characters are manga type, and you know, it's cool. Even the costume and even the skin are so good. And personalization is very good too. You even have title now. Depend on what you do in a game. Passing your level, mastering mean you have rebuff. Now rebuff is studying part of life. The master if you have reached level job 50. So yeah, it's very huge. But you need to reach 50 to go to the rebuff. You don't have the choice. Entering Portal in Life give you its gift when you go to your rebuff. The rebuff is 1,480 and something else. And 1 million to get in the game if you're new. It's very, very difficult. Or if you get a card and you send it, if you sell it, you have a chance to get it. It's easy. But before reaching this minion, you have to use potion, you have to use healing, you have to buy items to continue your progress. Because you can go fighting monster without any equipment. It's impossible. You will be killed instantly. I can tell you I've done so much farming for some item to get a card, for example, to get some resources for the upgrade, and money as well, by farming strawberries or whatsoever. It's a game of pure farming. Every effort you do in the game will reward you. For example, by doing this, farming Archer Skeleton, I can get the card. It's so rare, yeah, but I can get it. I can have a chance. It's totally random. You don't have to kill 10,000 of them to get automatically the card. No, it's totally random. There are some items can give you a chance to increase the loot rate, but not very much, just 2%, 5% maximum. So that's not very heavy, but that's 5%. And of course, it don't stay forever, like it was the case in Chaos. So say, if you want to take good, how can I say this, a good view to old games, very old games, try Ragnarok Online. You're not gonna regret it. I swear to God, you're not gonna regret it. It's the only game, sorry, I never quit. Never. Even Duffers, I quit it. But this one, impossible to quit it. Every day I play leader to do farming, try to get card after playing, after finishing my job. Then I go to war with streaming because I love so much this game. And because I can have a chance to win super card behind. For example, you go to what's already the name? Memory of Flow, sorry. Sograd Desert. Yeah, got it. In Sograd Desert, you have a family of pouring, mastering, ghostring, deviling, angeling. This one give cards who are super rare and give extra power. For example, the ghostring give you almost immunity to the neutral damage. The neutral damage is used to every type of weapon, but not the spell, careful. But physical damage, you are practically immunity with it. And if you use it with the Deviling card, will give you the neutral resistance by 50%, you're practically unkillable. But those cards are super farmed and super rare to get. You can have a chance to get them inside an old card album who has been dropped by a boss. But you can have a chance to have a super horrible card behind too. Because in the game there's more than 600 cards actually. And more coming. And we're gonna about to reach 1000 cards soon. So with an album card we have a chance for Ghosting card about to 0.1% to get one. The one you want. So see, it's freaking amazing the system is done. In 20 years it didn't change so much, but it's always a goddamn pleasure to loot the ones you want, the cards you want. I can tell you how many times I was so freaking happy when I got the card I wanted after farming for days entirely. For example, the Dark card will give you resistance to enemy humans by 30%. I spent about 3 months in the same place, farming every 6 hours a day to get it. And I can tell you I was so freaking happy after. Then I sold it. Because I needed money for my ninja. So yeah, there's also ninja in Konoichi classes with first job. Oboro and Kagero. And Vespa are so fucking awesome. The Kagero is specialized in physical damage and Oboro is specialized in magic attack damage. But you can also switch them. But mostly the Oboro is really awesome with the elemental using. Of course, you need some artifact to use the spells. It costs a little bunch, but I can tell you with this, you have a superpower. You don't need to reach item level bullshit whatsoever. Just magic attack, the spell, the talisman, and then you're fucking awesome. That's why I love this game so much. You don't need to take your head out to basically have a full set with high level on it. Nah, just stats, just some cards will give you special abilities, and you're a freaking monster. Even at low level, for example level 80 or 90, you can literally destroy bosses level 140. Because you know how to play your character, you have the good card, the good item, good enchant. See, I'm not annoyed. I'm not how can I say? I'm not yawning. I mean, no, not at all, because I'm fully focused and patient with the music behind. Every place has fucking good music behind. What's this? Is the coin? Oh, still existing? Nice. Can't believe it still exists. Guardian Elm. What's the Guardian Elm? It's inside the shop? Let's see. Nope. So you see, it costs a little bunch. Well, not a little bunch. Just a little. €3 is nothing. But the fact is, if you try to upgrade it, you break it. So there's a price behind it. It's controlled. It's very controlled. I can tell you a lot of people not gonna spend a lot of money on it because economy crisis whatsoever. These guys know what to do. They know how to control the powerful item. And that's fucking awesome what they done so hard. Because in the past those items was so powerful, and also you can upgrade it without break it. But not anymore, thankfully. This item at full upgrade was beast, literally powerful beast. But now, no need to take care than this. It's just full luck. If you have the chance to reach +10, you're fully lucky. Even reaching +7, I can tell you how many items have breaked. Break. The jailer. Yeah, I could hear the voice of the jailer in my head when I'm thinking that item have broke. Break. Yeah, definitely face. The item break on your face. And I can tell you this is so horrible to see this. You spend so many time to get the item, to fix it to +4, and you try to do +5, you have about 60% of chance to fix it, and it break. This is the crisis. So that's why my Violet Fear, I'm not gonna upgrade it until I have what I need. I mean, a second one, because yeah, I need to have a second one for the upgrade. And until it's not +10, I'm not gonna put any card on it. because this is so freaking difficult to upgrade these items. The more the item is high, for example, a level 1 you can go to +7 without breaking. Without an item +2 you can go to +6. Item 3 you can go to +5. And item 4, level 4, like I have for my sword, you can go to +4 without breaking the item. But of course, the level of the item gives you a difference of power. For level item 4, you get +4 for each upgrade. For level 1, you get +1 for each upgrade. So this is really important to know this. Also, there are some skill who use a specific weapon. It can be more useful with type of weapon. For my example, if I use a 200 sword with bowling bash, I make triple damage because it's the skill. Yeah. If I ask 200, it's normal because it's make powerful damage. There's not the full description, but if you go to the website, you'll see by using a 200 sword, you get plus X 3%. X3. So this is really nice because you make an extra damage with this. A lot of people don't play, you know, the 200 sword with a Red Knight or just Knight because the spear with the shield is more interesting because it protects you and you do damage in security. But the fact is, they don't know about the 200 sword. The 200 sword, you're so fast, you have a protection as well. If I can find it, there, the parry. The parry can protect you to attack for 50% max. So you have a chance to do it to avoid the attack. But the problem is when you take the hit, you can't attack because you block the... It's like Dark Souls, yeah, I know. Shh. Don't say what. But you can be really dangerous if you have a max SPD. Main 190. Because they're reduced to 3. I don't know why, but it's fine. No problem with this. If you have reached the max velocity of the game, you're literally practically invincible. If you use the critical build with this, you destroy everyone. And I can tell you with this sword, you destroy any type of boss. Or maybe not the ghost one, but there's always a solution to endure your weapon with the holy elements. So yeah, you destroy everyone. And as I said earlier, the critical pass through the defense and agility of bosses. Mainly if you do critical, you do the max damage on it, and also it can avoid it because critical pass through behind it. If you are, for example, 100 P dodge, if you use critical on it, you can destroy the person. Oh, and another sticker. Nice. I need to see the event about this. About the respawning, it go very fast. You don't have the time to sleep. Every 10 seconds we have about 10 monsters who come back in the map. Of course, there's a number limited. But I can tell you for some map, if you kill 50 monsters, 50 monsters come back immediately. Somewhere in the map, of course, not in the same place. It would be too easy. So the spawning is very, very fast. Not like, oh, you have to wait for a certain type of monster. No, it's super fast and very good. So you don't have the time to wait to get monster to kill. there's always a monster for you. Always. Whatever the place you go, there's always monsters. No more potions. Where are you? Yeah. And of course, have you got it? Agility give you more speed. Where, for example, Berserk Potion will give you about it's 6% more of SPD, mean about to plus 4 SPD point. Then having about 80 for agility, 80 in normal point, like this, plus the bonus, you can reach easily 186. And to the sword, you can go to 190. The difference also when you just a normal player, I mean you go to level up normally, you use an amount of points, skill points, and stats points. The stats points have different parts. At the beginning it costs normally. Then the more you add it point to your character, the more it costs. For example, if I want to add 1 point in agility at my level, I need to use 7 points of my stat points, or just there. And when you rebuff, you gain more stat points every level up. So that's why the rebuff is very important. Because without a rebuff, you lose a status point, and you lost also a part of job point. It's the fact for the babies, because yes, you can have babies in the game. You use a normal character, you go to a specific place, you use 2 parents, and then poof, baby. The baby can be 4th class, but don't have the points and the skills to the second job. I mean, my actual job. So it can be Knight or Crusader, and going directly to Knight or Royal Guard. He have less HP, but very strong, and the Barons can give him some extra boost. And it's very small. I love it so much. Maybe I'm gonna do a baby one day to show you how it works. It's very funny. And of course, there's a skill to call the parents. Mean if someone annoys you, you call your parents, and then the 2 of them come at the same place at the same moment. Oh, this one costs very high. No, I don't have a magnifier. The magnifier helps you to identify item, because you get the item, but you don't know what is it if you never dropped before. So you need to analyze them with a magnifier, and then you reveal the true form of the item. Can be very nice or very shitty. It depends. For example, the Elven Years in the past were used to make a slot on it, and the slot in item are very researched. But now it's blocked because you can't do a slot anymore, because it's earring, it's middle gear, and very interesting. In the past I used my my Elven Years to put this card on it, and this is so awesome to have it, because you can put something else in this one, or ever unmet, whatever. But now it has been removed because it was too powerful and too advantageous for people. Are just simple for using as a combo for the skull cap. So you have a less consumption of the SP by using them. If you use the skull cap, you have a super bonus behind it. And the skull cap can be used and can be get on in shop. It's a part of the game, you know. Hey, server cost a bunch. You got it? Good. Nothing is free, even in free to play. Because you need to pay the server, you need to pay the license, you need to pay the services, you need to pay the update. So you need to use a part of the shop to fulfill this. But WoW don't have the same thing, you know. They use WoW token for this. And they get a bunch of money with us. That's so ridiculous how many money they got with the WoW token. But for this game, for this server, it's completely controlled. So it's fine. Even if you get the skull cap, you need to level up it to +9. Yes. For the full power of the helmet, you need to +9. And as I said, the more you go for the upgrade, the more chance to break your item. Break. So this is a true difficult hardcore game, but so fun, so amazing, so cool to play. And there's so many skill words so amazing to use. Animation are so incredible, even for the Comet, was one of the most incredible spells of the game. You have a circle of summoning, go to this place, at this place, and turning around. And there are huge rock of fire, a meteor, coming to the place and burn everything. It's fucking awesome. There's a lot of skill like this with super animation, like super heroes or whatever. It's so awesome. You take a lot of fun by using them. That's why I love so much this game, even the animation are super cool. Whew. I think I've said everything. I'm done. This is so exciting to speaking about Ragnarok Online every time because I love so much this game. My favorite one of all time, and it will never change. Never ever. My best game of all time. In MMORPGs, of course. So now there's a new things who have been added. I don't know because I never got the time to do the update. It's the Doram. When you're about to create a character, you have a choice. I'll show you. Yeah, change character. So, there. Here we are. So the Doram are the subversion of human. They are different skill and different way to use these skills. And of course, different manner of reaction. But, as you can see, there's only one job, summoner. They only can be summoner. For the human, you have swordman, mage, merchant, acolyte, thief, archer, and expanding class, war ninja, gunslinger, and what's the last one already? Cool. Soul linker, taekwondo, and what's the last one? Let me check. Let me search. Almost. Jeez. I think it's them. So this is really interesting. If you don't want to take your head to which class take it, which class using, the Doram is good for you. It's just a summoner, you're using spell, using summoning. It's very good. It's a good class if you want to just discover the game, having fun with your class, with a new class, because this very new. It just came just a month ago. It exists since 4 years now or more, but this is the first time in Europe we have the Doram, because even in Chaos, the European server, we didn't got the time to use them because the server closed at this time. So now you know how to use Doram. I'm gonna make it one day because I need to finish first this one. By the way, before you weren't able to delete your character instantly. Now there's a way to delete it. By example, you reserve a place for deleting the character, but this is not immediately. They ask if you're sure or not. There's a lot of security like this inside the game, because people can be, you know, a bit out of mind. So see, even Doram is very useful for beginner player. You don't have to take your head to which spell use, what class taking, what job take, where to go to exp. The Doram is just simple. And it's a cat. And which people don't like cats in this world? Yeah, you got the answer. So maybe for the moment I'm focused to become Rune Knight because it's my main class. I used Rune Knight for more than 7 years. So yes, it's very important for me to become again Rune Knight, because this is the class I'm mastering perfectly. In the past I was an Assassin Cross and well, I rent my services for doing mob training or killing bosses. And then accident with the mob training by knife. But it was a good way anyway, because mob training was forbidden and well, I tend the devil. And the devil killed me, literally speaking. Gerard tried to play the game one day and is being literally crushed by monster. But now he's pretty good. He have a Shura, he play sometime because playing Shura is different with other classes. Shura are tank, true tank, not just you're using spell, you wait monster to kill you. Nah, the Shura can tank even boss damages, but powerful attack who can instant kill you. There's some mental strength can tank so many damage, but if you dispel, mean the spell is remove your other character, you're dead. That's why it's very important to have most of the time a lot of dex to preserve yourself to this kind of spell. The dexterity protects you, in manner speaking, from some spell like this. A chance to avoid an inevitable spell, like the coma or bleeding. It depends on your dex and your luck. It's very important to have a part of it. For example, if you have 100 intel, you can beat mute. You can't, it's impossible. If you have about 30 or 40, how can I say, intelligence, you reduce the time you're muted. So this is very interesting. Depend the amount of starter points you have in your character, the effects are reduced or completely annihilated. But remember, the more you're gonna have the point on your character, the more it will cost on you. So you need to think how to reach a certain point of starter points in your character, and then using other starter points to increase them, and the luck is exactly what you need. If you reach, for example, 100 straight, when you try to go more higher, it costs 20 starter points for 1 point of strength. But for this, if you want to have a balance for critical, for example, and getting more attack, you use the luck. The luck gives you the chance to have more attack, more MITK, more hit, more critical, and more flee. It's very important. This, the luck do everything about. And that's very, very interesting. Say, accuracy, physical attack, magic attack, dodge. So this is very, very cool. And the critical rate as well, because it's the main element. As for example, for the dexterity, please, there we go. You have the long range and physical attack augmented, accuracy, casting time, the time you used for the spell, and magic attack. For the vitality, there we go. It's max HP, not endurance like in WoW, okay? That's why I was, what the fuck? Physical defense and magic defense, so the tanking priority. For the intel, it's magic attack, casting time, yeah, also casting time for this, and magic defense, because it's intelligence. Agility is attack speed. The red one is the most principal one. Dodge, the fact to avoid an attack when you are attacked. And physical defense, because you avoid at the same time. And for STR, it's melee physical attack. The carrying mean the weight. This. The more you have STR, the more you gain weight. But the maximal pound is 10,000 max. If you use Gym Pass when you get on shop or some event, you can go and reaching the max to 10,000 with a month, for example. For the Renite, it's 10,000. You can go more. It's impossible. But you have to know, if you wear a mount, you have X2 for your pound. Man, it's multiplied by 2 for the wearing. But if you remove the mount, the wearing point will be divided by 2. Mean you can be in overloading. Or overweight, if you prefer. So think twice before you remove your mount. I can tell you how many times I got this problem, because if you are in overweight, your SP not come back, you not regain your SP, and the life also. Everything is blocked. So you need to think clearly about this. It can be a true problem. And the max carry for item on your inventory is 100 item. Main slot. If you wear the weight, it would be problematic for the inventory, but it's here, so it's fine. Me, I'm almost at the limit of the middle one. And if I reach the middle one, I can't recover. If I reach the 10% limits before the crashing, I said like this, I'm slower. If you have the max weight, you're completely slow. So be careful. Because some items can be very, very heavy when you drop them. So you need to think clearly what you're gonna take on you to go to an adventure. For example, this potion has a pound of Uh, sorry, my brain is out. 15. There we go. As the weight of 15, mean each one is about 15. Some of them are a weight of 5, but don't have the same efficiency. So you need to think when you're young class, which person you're gonna buy and which is the most effective for you. Depend your HP, depend on your class and whatsoever. For my class, because I'm a rebuff one, I have this spell, Relax. Relax gives me the possibilities to recover my health and a little bit my SP. But because I'm rebuff, I've done a lot of work to become rebuff, and in this server the experience is very difficult to get. It's a middle rate, I could say, because in Arrow, in Chaos, the rate was very high. Not very high, but you know, about 1.45 for the premium, for example. And with Bubble, for example, you can go to 3 more, x3, multiply 3. So go very fast for the level up. And you don't have the time to take care of your skill, to learn them, analyze them using your character, and you're lost. Literally, you're lost. You don't have the item to carry your character, because these items are fucking difficult to get. This one is a present for Joe, whatsoever. But anyway, if you don't have the item and you go to the level up, going to 3rd class, for example, level 100, and you don't have the item to survive, you're completely fucked. You're lost completely. You don't have any chance to survive to any type of monster to your rank. So you need to think of this before rushing your level. It's very important. Whew. What a lot of talking. Too bad there's not a clock in the game. It would be interesting. I would like to have a clock in the game, but it's fine. 5 AM. Okay, I still have a little bit time, because Art is still watching TV, I suppose. So see, there's a lot of parameter, a lot of function, a lot of ID, a lot of system inside Ragnarok Online. You're gonna literally love it. And you're never gonna be overloaded, because there's always a way to win money, a way to get item, even small item. By firing a simple monster, you can get a chance to get an item, which was very useful. A weapon, armor. It depends. Yeah, farming by farming, level coming slowly. To give an example also for the rebuff, your life is expensive. Man, you get more, about 1.5 multiplied. My life when I finished at level 99 was about to 8,000. I'm actually level 82, but my item give me an extra life. But normally at this level I have about 5,000 HP. Mean I can have more when I'll be 99. I can have about 20,000 HP. And when you're level 100, you can easily reach 30,000 HP or more. With some card, you can reach about 100,000 HP. But of course, there's a constraint behind it. Some powerful class have, how can I say, a curse on it. Because it's powerful, but it's controlled. Damn, I love this game so much. Up, teleportation. It's a card. Creamy card. Difficult to get, yes, even if the monster is so weak. I love the pouring on my head. So funny. When I explain area also for the item, you know, with a certain upgrade, you get some bonuses. For example, each to refine, you get plus 10 attack, plus 10 M attack. If you go to plus 7, you have your casting time reduced by 10%. Go to 8, you have properly magic damage neutral and only augmented by 10%. 11, there's another bonus, and it's very difficult to reach 11. Even 7, it's fucking difficult. So I leave this one to plus 4 and that's it, I don't touch it. It's enough. Because I know so much the rate success for the upgrading in this server is freaking low. If you want to success, pray God 1,000 times before doing it. Even 1,000 times is not enough, I suppose. Or pray whoever you want, but I can tell you the success rate is so freaking low. And if you miss, break the item. Get out of my chiller, please. You're dead now. I killed you. Yeah, this time I killed you. I killed it. Anyway. So also, for some item, you have bonuses with other items. For example, if I have the Javelin ring, so priceful, you have a bonus of 3% for Antarctica. For the boots, it depends to your base level. For every point of base level, you have plus 10 HP. And if you use the Javelin armor, not the boots, because it's a red boots, you have a max HP plus 6%. Some items like this have bonuses with other items of the same family. Same, you know, elements. Very good. So it's very important sometimes to take this part in account too. Because it can help you to have very good bonuses with just some items. Instead of using the upgrade system, you have this. And this is very good too. Javelin set is good for strain class, not for the magic one. But just a bit for the magic one with the Javelin rubber. But more for the strength. Don't worry, mage class have a lot of items. And some of these items are so freaking cheated. Oof, my ears. It's normal, don't worry. Because the game calculated the number of hits that I've done with the bowling bash. Sometimes it works with bowling bash, sometimes it works with only physical attack. Ooh, a lot of dagger, nice. Some of these got so much to sell. So yeah, the best way to get money in this game is selling item you drop. Even if it's just simple item, you can get a lot of money with it. Ooh, lucky. For the upgrading, you need, where is it? 5 of this to convert them into aluminium. And for a Radicon, this I have 6 of them, so I can go to see a blacksmith and ask to convert them into an Radicon. An Radicon will give +1 to weapon. It only can be used for weapon, and aluminium can only be used for armor. So yeah, the upgrade doesn't function like M+ bullshit or whatsoever. Nah, it's totally different. And free. No need to farming dungeon to get points or whatever stupid it is. Just getting some Radicon, aluminium, and do the upgrade. It's very easy to get many part of aluminium, many part of Radicon. Just farming monster like I do, sometimes you float, you get it, you go to convert, and there. And some people buy them too, at good price. So don't get any money in this game, it's literally impossible. There's always a way to get zennies without using thieving methods, if you know what I mean. But selling services illegally, buying zennies, the worst thing, and selling item with PayPal whatsoever, like this too. Ah, there. So see, my weight is in red. I'm in half weight. I have reached the limit for my wearing. My recovery is blocked for HP and SP. To remove this, I need to throw some item or selling them until I reach my normal weight. Also, you can use potion to heal yourself, no problem. It's not blocked. But potion costs so much. I finished those. Yeah, I don't have any SP, of course. I love this place. And let's just go back. So, butterfly wing, go back to Payan, because Payan Town is wonderful. So, I'm gonna buy a magnifier, because just to show how it works. Take one, buy it, then you double click on it. You choose the item you want to analyze. For example, the L, and then OK. And the item is analyzed. And you can see it's give plus 3 dex. That's pretty nice. When you start the game and you loot this, it's very useful. So now I'm gonna sell. So you see, some are dagger are 7,000 and some are now 9,000. It's different type of dagger. That's why. So it's very important to see which type you can drop. And be careful. Like you see, it's a powerful weapon and you can sell it only 10 zenny. So be very careful when you double click on it. Check clearly what you have put in sale before validating. It's very, very important because there's no security for this. So double check, everything seems correct, and sell it. And again, about 40,000 zennies. It's no more. It's not ridiculous, it's not perfect, it's not awesome, because the most you can get is about billion of zennies. And for some item now, it costs the price. The boss cards. Some of boss cards could billion because they are super, super rare, super difficult to get, and so useful. But good luck to sell them, I can tell you. Very, very difficult to sell them. So as you can see, there's a lot of items. That's my bravery bag. I took so many time to put it +7 and I will never touch it again because I don't care about this. So as you can see, to +7 I have a knock, 20 attack, 30 magic attack and other things. But I need to be to 90 for one of my stats to activate the bonus. It's very important. If you don't have 90 or more in one of your stats, not the bonus, it doesn't count, it's not working. So that's why a lot of the time people using 90 to 2 stats and then don't care about the rest. They try to use the luck to amplify other stats. You need to choose wisely which stat you're gonna upgrade to this one, for example. As for this thing, the ninja suit, you have the bonuses. And the bonuses is with this. This shouldn't be shush. And as you see, you have 300 HP more, less consumption for the SP, +1 S tier, +1 AG. And it can be for the 5th class in ninja. Only them. It's very, very useful. And this thing you get in a very dangerous dungeon. It's very low to get it. I'll risk my life on it. I can tell you I was very low when I jump out. And I was lucky because I got it the first time. It's very, very, very low rate to get it. But I was so freaking happy to get it. So that's what I was talking about. The skull cap can be only get on the shop, unfortunately. But as you can see, depending on the refine, you have super bonuses. And each refine with the weapon was the which weapon already? Damn, I don't have the name. The thorn staff. There we go. I got it. With the thorn staff, you have a full bonus behind. It's really important. And you have a reduced cast. It's perfect for the match classes. The best set ever. But of course, shop. But it costs nothing, so it's fine. So see, there's a lot of items can be used for special classes. For this one, Ebony Armor can only be used for level 100. And always 3rd class. So be very careful when you buy an item who's really attractive and you can wear it. Also, some items can be only used by a certain type of level. As you can see, you need to be 65 to use this thing. Also, for some item, You need to be a specific class to use them. Knight or Crusader. That's the first job of my class. There's a lot of items you can use for your class or other classes. You need to be very, very careful when you loot them. Oh my. Anyway, you have so what is Ragnarok Online, how it works, how the specifics are, and the story behind it. Even specifics for the status point, for the skills, also for classes, bonus of classes, weapon of using. There's a lot of things on it. There we go. And there's also one more thing we've been added inside. It's called daily reward. For some time it's activated, you get reward every day, like some gacha games. And also there's achievement. And achievements are very, very interesting, I can tell you clearly. Because for some achievement you can get special reward. I just need to find it. Pastora. And where are you? There. This thing is called All Album Card. And inside this thing you can have a normal card or a super card. Like Ghost Ring card, Maya card. Card was super useful, but it's very, very low chance. But you get it just by level up. If you have the courage to go to level 70, was just a fucking nightmare, I can tell you. I swearing on my life, it's a goddamn nightmare. You're gonna got it the next week. Why? I'm already in a head edge. I already have my head edge starting by thinking of this. You got this. And this is awesome because in a raw server there was an achievement. There wasn't an achievement at all. No chance to get an album card when you level up or whatsoever. Just you pass your level, you be third class. Congratulations, go to work. This system comes from Korea because they are developed it and they send it directly to Ainova. Ainova used it, implemented it, modified a bit because of the language, and put it in the game. And this is very, very awesome because there's a lot of challenge to do on it. And that's freaking awesome. I love it so much. As you can see, by killing some type of monsters or catching them, because you can have familiar, you get some title and you get some bonuses, but not, you know, perfect. So that's very, very awesome what they done right behind. You can get a helmet, boxes, even title. There's a lot of things you get, and that's very cool. For example, also for the max stats, it's 125. That's the max to reach. But it costs so much in starter points after 100. There's also level 4 to plus 12. One day I will reach this one, but I need a lot of money behind. And a lot of weapon in double also. And 1 billion, yeah, you can reach 1 billion. It's a lot of money, I know. Oh, marry someone. Adopted by someone, become children, and then there's a lot of them. You have so much to do. There's 214 in total to do. That's a lot. Some of them are ultra difficult to finish. Getting the money, beating some type of monsters, doing some heavy challenge. There's a lot to do. but that's pretty fun. And as you can see, the sprites are so fucking awesome. See? It's not very much. It's 20 years back for this sprite, and still awesome to watch. Q2 there. There are also a system of switch by pushing a certain command. Lane 1, Lane 2, Lane 3, and more. It's very, very interesting. Even this one can have shortcuts. Like here. So this is the basically shortcuts. The one you add in the second line, third line, and there's also a fourth one. So there's a lot of skills to use at the same time, and not just do button like some classes in a WoW. Also shortcut for every part of the interface, emotions too. There's a lot of to do. And no need to take your head to know which one I'm gonna attribute. You choose. You just choose. And you can remove them. You can put them in double, you can use a different level of skill, because there's also different level of skill. Like the chat. As you see, my level decrease. It's the level of the skill. The level 1 we do less damage, but less consumption of SP. For the mage class, it's very useful because they can use a lot of type of level. 1, 2, 3, depend the number of SP they have. It's very, very interesting because it's also a strategy and tactical behind. So see, this is not just a simple game where you shoot enemy, you get the loot or whatever. No, there's strategy behind it, and this is really, very cool. My chill breath. Yeah. There we go. And this place, I use it for more than 20 years. Because the first time I came in Payan was in Alpha, in Cairo, the Sacre server. In 2001, I was on it, on this place. I was thinking to my character, how to use it, how to level up it, where to go, and after 20 years, I'm still in the same place. I love this place so much. Alright, going quickly to Genshin, and then I go sleep. I feel very, very tired and a bit nauseous. Boom, exit window. I didn't eat too much because I'm a bit sick, but it's fine. Just do it. So see, the game is very, very excellent. There's a lot of things to do in it, a lot of build to do. You can reset your stat to do other build, doing the same character in different way, different skill using, different weapon using. It's not like, whoa, just using type of weapon and same character. It's completely different. That's why I love so much Ragnarok Online. There's everything to do on it. You can't annoy yourself on it. It's impossible. There's always something new to discover, something incredible to discover, even secret, because there's secret quest to search. Some quests you can only activate by people behind you. Mean you need about 60 people to do the same quest at the same time to unlock another system of quests and another, and unlock a seal of God seals. And these seals give you the chance to make godly. Godly are the most powerful item in a world of Ragnarok Online. But only a guild master can make it. Yes, it's only for guild. And that's the most fucking awesome thing they done. But you can trade it. You can trade someone, but it's in the name of the guild when you buy it, or in the name of the player, the guild master. If someone tried to steal it, a GM go to the account of the person, keep back the item, and ban the person. I told you, the security of Ragnarok Online is so freaking strong. Hacking doesn't exist because only you can access to your account. And if, for example, the GM see someone is using your account, they warn you, and if this person is not allowed to do it, instant block. But normally, no one can access your account because it's totally private. Ooh. My head is spinning, I need to be faster. This one. 115, 9 days. Maybe, wait, maybe I have the bonus is unlocked. Oh. Oh, I put this one now. Okay. Is Bennett. Bennett is max because I was so unlucky. Oh, I got the stones. Yay. Oh. Ah, my bad. Oh, I got the stones. Alright, I have the stones. Sorry for that. So, let's play the 5-5 and then I go. Because I'm so tired. I'm so hungry. 6? Or did I got 1? Oh. Alright, let's go. No. Second one. No. It's easy to see. Oh! And 5 is better. It's a good one. I keep. Next. No. 2 more. Oh! Nice! And 5 in his bow. Nice, very. And the last one. No. So now we're gonna do the weapon because, Ayaka is not the character I want. I want the weapon behind. Nope. Normally I have about 35 PT. Some people say that after 87 PT they didn't got Ayaka because it's very low. Alright, 2 more. I watch at the same time my guild game. And the last one. Nice! That's very nice. And I can do another one. Ah, that's nice. Because I'm gonna use Sarah now. Alright, I got something. That's cool. That's very cool. Could you set up? There we go. +3, never max 15. Perfect. There we go. That's awesome. And this one I don't care because I don't need. No, please. I'm gonna go quickly the request. And bedtime. The sound is a bit loud, I know, but more louder for me. Ah, not these guys. So, what we have? Okay, complete.
行きましょう。ご助力を許さない。パーディクト。はっはっはっ。見切りました。よし。
One down.
風よ。そこだ。よっ。心配無用。そこだ。はい。これ。
Got you before, nice. Ah, not you.
許さない。眠るのよ。ここより弱滅の時、逃げ道はありません。
This one is honoring this shield.
そこだ。風の雲の。行きましょう。あれ狂いなさい。それ。
Luckily, I have electrified. Because electrify passed through the defense of the shield. So this is very good. Alright, next one. Cats. I'm so hungry. I need to fast. I was so passionate in some Ragnarok gameplay, I forgot to eat. Be careful with this. Not this one. Back. You need wood, I suppose. No. Let's see. Yeah, wood. You need wood. Ah, no. Herbs. I have them. There we go. Done. This one quickly. Da. Ah, no more. How many? 7? Okay. 4 minutes. I got so lucky today. That's nice. Mandatory. Quickly.
ご安心を。パーフェクト。と風よ。裁きの雷。稲光、すなわち永遠なり。
Bye bye. She's so powerful. And the last one. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed the stream. It was so funny for me, also for presenting and developing about Ragnarok Online, because I love this game so much. Not so much than my girlfriend, of course, but you know, it's a long story with me and Ragnarok Online. Same story for Art and Wolf. First try. Alright, like this, like this, like this, tuck tuck, go. You know what? I'm gonna just put one try for Ayaka. Because I want. Ooh, I need to hurry. Alright, Ayaka, no sound, and lunch. Really? Really? Sayu? Perfect? Totally perfect? I wanted to develop it, so it's perfect. Nice. So let's see. Magina Wand, ignore the limit of HP and can attack any enemy near and healing every character at the same time. Holy shit, that's fucking useful. So I can attack and healing at the same time. That's awesome. Damn. That's freaking... Oh, what's this? Yeah, thank you. Huh? There you go. That's fucking awesome. I got two characters today randomly. I thought you were so lucky. Sayu. No, don't sleep yet. So this attack can healing. I need to have some damage to a character to test. Can't believe I got Sayu. Nice. Us. Take it out. Alright, attack me. Shoot me. Come on. Shoot. Yes, ridiculous. Shoot me. That's better. There we go. Now let's try. That's healing! Literally healing, I saw it. Yes, it's healing! I saw it! Holy cake, this is awesome! That's awesome! I love this. This is very cool. Let's finish. What do you think, am I, huh? Not finishing my work? Ha, not even your dream. That's awesome! Attacking and healing at the same time. I love this. Sayu can be really useful as a healing. Thank you so much for the present, Oyevers. I love this. This is a very useful skill. Alright, time for me to go. Hope you have enjoyed the stream for so long. 3 hours and 6 hours before. Not sure of it. I guess it is. It was really funny. We got a lot of time with Erza in war, and she fell asleep a bit, but it's normal, you know. And after going to Ragnarok Online, speaking about the game, mechanics, about the system of classes or whatever, because tomorrow we're gonna work very hard for the starting of the week to reach level 99, 17 job, and passing the third class job. Run night is not so difficult, but I need some money for this because potion costs so much. Anyway, thank you so much for present. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you so much for giving me every time this love I have some, and to help me reaching level with the newer system TV. And thanks to this, we're gonna unlock soon the replay and the recording inside Nemo TV. So that's cool because you're gonna get every replay I will do from the streamings, and in good quality, so no need to ask more, right? Yeah, I'm close to level 15. About 1190 XP. That's ridiculous. But that's something cool. Anyway, thank you so much. I will see you in afternoon because it's already 6 AM here. I need to rest a lot. I'm super tired because I got a very tiring week. And I don't know if I don't get a color, so I don't know. I'll see you next time on Ferrita. It was Erza. Thank you so much for every time you're here, for your support, and I'll see you next time. Jana.